Peterson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
From the gun on third down. Miller. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second and 5. Got an open man. It's David Njoku, the tight end. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Back to throw now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double. 6-6, pull it high. Bravo. Mike 51,
2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Echo.
In your face.
Operating from the gun. Miller, he's going to launch this thing. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
There's a party now. Kill.
Big Ripper.
Now Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Yeah. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st down, Chargers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Steelers nothing.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
I'm going back to you. Switch. Greystone travel.
They run it here with Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
This is Gordon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now back to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's just 66. Fully high. Yeah, you got motion there. You got motion there right there. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Sad Hut, 8, read, 34. Hey, that kid reads traps. Let's go. Slam.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They've had a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw. Miller. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, high 7. Now.
Miller operating from the gun. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On the draw, Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Looking to throw. Miller, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here's Miller. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Joker, 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 joker.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now Miller to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They're going to look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, let's go.
This is Connor. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready. 8, read.
Danny.
Yo, go.
Hey. 50's a mile.
From the gun, Miller going up top. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey. Now.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Slam.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit. Go.
Back to throw. Miller toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
4 down.
Go.
51's the money. 51's
Get it.
Miller now operating from the gun. And he's got it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's get in there now.
He'll drop to throw. Completes it to Jennings. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Check 4.
Now a run with Mack. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. 30 pace. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Mack, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Yeah, baby.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Shift. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Bam. Wide. Get wide. Ready, go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Delta. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set. Ready. 70 in. He's cracked. Gone. Quick dash. Go. Ready.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 50. 20. 94 is the mark. 94.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is, Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 7. Yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Moon. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Roses now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Moon. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 66, pull it, high. High center, high center.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Moon finds his running back, James Conner. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Lutz with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 10-2, son. 65. Let's go.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down, Chargers.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.